Okay, and here's Kea's run, jumper's run from Sunday. Good girl. You're in a little freak out there. Oh, bummer. That's right. Wow, this is a nice run. You're putting it all together. Okay, so she wowed out pretty good there. And my guess is 1, 2, 3 was a total straight line. So you needed to cue a turn between 2 and 3, and you didn't. You just kind of ran at 3. So right here you could have decelerated a little bit. You could have put up your outside arm. I probably would have just turned my shoulders in and maybe did a little tiny decel, just enough to get her to kind of check in with you a little bit. But the last thing she sees here is you moving this way. Your outside arm is up. You're not indicating a turn at all. So she just takes this jump and totally slices it like that. So now she's got to cut back. But you get it done. Get her in the tunnel. Almost does her weaves on the first try. Okay, now I don't know what the little freak out was about. But again, you needed to cue a turn here. Okay, you don't. You just run. Now you're putting the brakes on. But see, she's already lifting off. So she's going to launch herself over this one. Which isn't horrible because you don't want like a really tight turn or anything between these. But you could have let her know a turn was coming. And now I think you realize that, oh crap, I was going to do a front cross over here. But look at you. Even though you might feel like you were late, you get that outside arm up, you start doing the rotation, you keep moving, and look at that. Nicely done. Now this part again. So you just send her on this way, and you don't let her know that a turn is coming. You decelerate and you change positions right here, but look, she's already landed. Okay, so nothing for her to do about it. So she goes out pretty wide and then has to cut back. So you could have right now started moving this way. Okay. And I think she knocked this bar for a couple of reasons. I mean, I don't know, I'm not like the expert about knowing why dogs knock bars. But my guess is for one thing, you take off here, right? You really accelerate and you take off. And dogs like her, when that happens, they're like, oh my God, I have got to get up there right now. Okay, Riley does that too. So that's one thing. Another thing is because she came out here, that meant that she was going to take this jump kind of like this, but you're also kind of converging here. And so she may have realized that you guys were kind of converging on each other's paths. I'm not sure. She didn't take off too early. My guess is she was just trying to catch up to you because she saw you really accelerating out of this area. And you had to. I mean, you had to do that, right? Because you did have to push her path here. So, but if you could have gotten her to take this jump a little bit cleaner, you wouldn't have had to push her so hard, right? Because the tighter she can take this pink jump back here, the more she's going to take this jump more perpendicular, and then you wouldn't have had to push her quite as hard. Whereas by coming out here, now she's kind of taking this jump like this, and now you're really going to have to push her back. Okay, good job though. It's coming together.